Mick Jagger and Melanie Hamrick's quiet love story at the Ballet. At 82, he's still the restless soul of rock and roll. But on a crisp New York night, Mick Jagger didn't need a stage to remind the world who he is. All he needed was her hand. The night of elegance and echoes. The New York City Ballet's 2025 Full Fashion Gala was always meant to be a feast for the eyes. Couture, choreography, and celebrity shimmer. But when Mick Jagger arrived at the red carpet of Lincoln Center, something electric stirred. He didn't arrive alone. By his side was Melanie Hamrick, the woman who has quietly rewritten the final act of his legendary life story. He wore a velvet black blazer, patterned shirt half unbuttoned, as if to say rock stars never retire, they just evolve. She, radiant in a scarlet satin gown, moved with a dancer's poise and a lover's ease. Together they looked less like a couple stepping into a gala and more like a secret ballad made flesh, the kind that never fades from memory. A dance between two worlds. Their worlds could not have been more different. He was the voice of a generation, the man who turned rebellion into poetry. She was a principled dancer, trained to tell stories through movement, grace, and restraint. And yet somewhere between the chaos of tour buses and ballet bars, they found rhythm, a kind of symmetry that only true opposites can discover. Their love began quietly in 2014, away from cameras and expectations. By 2016, they had a son, Devereux Octavian Basil Jagger, the child of a rock god and a ballerina. Now, more than a decade later, they are still writing their story, one red carpet at a time. Not a marriage, but a melody. In a recent interview, Melanie finally confirmed what fans long suspected. Yes, they are engaged. But when asked about a wedding, her answer carried a tone both soft and defiant. Maybe one day we'll marry, she said. Maybe not. We're happy as we are. There was no need for vows, no rush for labels. For them, love is not a ceremony. It's a constant improvisation. And in that, perhaps, lies the secret to Mick Jagger's timeless allure. While the world ages around him, he stays untamed, anchored only by music, family, and a woman who understands that his soul was never meant to be confined. The man who won't slow down. As the flashes popped and photographers called his name, Jagger smiled, that familiar crooked grin, the one that has haunted stages since the 60s. He moved with the same sly rhythm, a trace of mischief still in his step. At 82, his presence is a living contradiction. Elegance wrapped in rebellion. Beside him, Melanie matched that energy with quiet grace, the stillness to his storm, the balance to his eternal motion. On that New York night, surrounded by velvet gowns and orchestral lights, they seemed almost mythic. Not because of fame, but because they looked like two souls who've already danced across 1,000 lifetimes. The final bow. As they disappeared into the gala's golden hall, applause rose around them. Not for a concert, but for a moment. A reminder that even the loudest hearts find peace in the arms of someone who truly listens. For Mick Jagger, that peace wears a red dress, smiles softly, and still believes in the magic of movement. And together, under the city lights, they remind us. Rock and roll isn't just a sound. It's a way of loving, living, and never letting the music fade.